Actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down, Davis. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Davis's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Off play action. Davis. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Davis. Throwing again. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 7. For Carolina.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 40-yard line.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
On the play. First down, Kansas City.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Down at the line of
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
a 44-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Davis. Now Davis fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Panthers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Davis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackled at the
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pass incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Number 31.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Davis off the play fake. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Davis. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Davis. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the point after.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
The score, Chiefs 24, Panthers 14. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15.
Complete to
now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They fake the give. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Kansas City.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Davis now, off play action, rolling to his right. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 49-yard line.
Play action. Davis. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Davis. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
20 and a first down, Chiefs.
And Mahomes going to keep it himself. Right back to him on first down. The swap, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Davis. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Davis on 3rd down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that,
and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
On the keeper.
Patrick Mahomes scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the screen.
Davis now. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Back to throw. Davis. He's going to look deep for more. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's get off the field.
Now Davis on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
22-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Operating from the gun. Davis. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
This will be a 37-yard attempt.
37-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yellow, yellow. Arsenal 180. Watch 54. Rip left, rip left.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch twins, watch twins. He's coming, double up.
And to give this time to the tailback. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57's Mike 57. And here we go. Watch
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on 3rd down. In 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Well, offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Today's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the
flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped.